my Pisces, welcome to your November monthly zodiac sign reading. I'm Christine. If you're new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome again. It's great to see you. I am really happy to have you all here and really grateful. I am shuffling. While I'm shuffling, I should say, always remember to tap into your intuition, practice discernment, and take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Because we have quite a few Pisces energies tapping in, and I'm obviously tapping into the collective. Let's get started. What messages does the universe have, please, for my Pisces for November? What do they need to know? Oh, a card fell. Look what we have at the bottom. Keepers of the earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. We have Mintakan, starseed. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. This to me is synchronistic. I mean, we just came out of we'll just say Halloween, Samhain, Dia de los Muertos time of a lot of ancestral veneration, connection, even though I feel it happens throughout the year, but especially during that time. And I feel like many of you are reconnecting back to yourself, almost like retracing the steps back to who you are and longing to feel like an emotional intimacy and connection to not just your lineage, but to your soul. And you're finding different layers. And your ancestors, of course, as we saw on the bottom of this deck. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, and any other beings that support you, whether they are human-like or furry creatures or other mystical creatures. I feel like you are really trying to find your place, not just within your soul and within who you are, but within the world. Some of you may have also connected or will be connected to Mintaka, which is the land, the planet I should say, where the Mintakan race comes from, starseed. You may feel different. This is what I'm intuitively getting, because I'm not grounded in different starseeds, but intuitively I get Mintakan. I know it was a water planet, and I believe they had to depart or leave their planet, and they're very sensitive souls, very emotional, very heart-centered too, nurturing, caring individuals. And there was some type of conflict, and I feel like in many places you brought around that energy, that wounding, if you will, from your own starseed experience, lineage, from another incarnation. And you may have always felt like you were searching for home, and a lot of the Mintakans have felt that way. It's always like you could call a place home, but it doesn't feel like home. It doesn't resonate. And you may be finding yourself in this time right now where you're in between, shifting, almost akin to 12th house energy of having no boundaries, of just existing, of being, right? Having one foot in one door and one foot in another. But it's like a longingness of wanting to feel connected. And when we think back and we peel away those layers, that connectedness, it really has no physical boundaries. It has no place. It's not something you can pick or name, because it's within us, and it's your connection truly to yourself, which is connection to the divine, right? And so I'm getting a lot of introspective energy and reassessment of who am I really right now. I feel like it's like a rejuvenation, but there's more there. It's almost like a reconfiguration. It's like you have a puzzle and you put it together, and then you have another puzzle and you use those same pieces, but you get a completely different puzzle as a result. And I feel like that's where many of you are at, or will be heading in November. I wouldn't call it a midlife crisis or identity crisis, but I feel like it's just a shifting of your priorities, of what really matters to you, your values. And in different seasons of your life, you're going to find yourself with different values and what it is that matters to you. I do feel like you are calling in your soul tribe. You're wanting to connect with others, especially from your starseed origin, those that are like you. You may feel like you are different. You probably have always felt like you are different. Like you beat to your own drum, like no one got you, no one understood you. You may have had a very imaginative inner world, very creative. You may have been very open. I mean, Pisces, you all are already very psychically opened. And I feel like it wasn't just imagination. I feel like you made connections, but with other worldly beings. And sometimes you wish you could have them in the physical sense, like to touch, to play, to hold, to go out, to actually have someone see someone next to you in that sense, right? It's like, hey, we're gonna go out. And you're like, okay, you know, I have a lot of friends, but they're not here, they're not of this world. I get the sense of being very individualistic, but at the same time wanting, and when I say individualistic, it's like unique, right? Following your own path. Not the same as independence. I do feel like many of you have an independent streak and spend a lot of time introspecting and alone, but I also feel like there's a need or a want to really connect with others and be also around like-minded folks, people that get you, that understand you, where you feel like you're part of the same tree, like you're a neighboring leaf. And so I do feel like with this card, you will be meeting others from this starseed and others that are similar to you. Mermaids are themes I have been seeing everywhere. I don't work with mermaid energy a lot, but I know mermaids dig deep, and sometimes mermaids appear one way and they're really another, like very, I wouldn't say secretive or deceptive, although we see them depicted like that in folklore and in movies, but they're mystical, right? Perhaps they embody that Piscean energy, because we see a mermaid here. They're also very transformative. Sometimes you see them and then you look and they're gone. A lot of emotions here, but also communication and wanting to really communicate with someone like you. I feel like many of you are very much in touch with nature, with especially water, with emotions. You can read people very, very well. Many of you probably identify as empaths or sensitives or HSPs. We have light workers here. I feel like in November you are undergoing a transformation, and also on a deep, I would say, cellular soul level, you are going to start receiving signs, if you haven't already, about what home means to you, how you can cultivate that within yourself. Because I feel like some of you, it's like when you carry a piece of a puzzle, like a piece of home, and you know you can never return. For those that have experienced like a form of exodus, like a form of migration that was maybe forced, like if you were ever internally displaced or a refugee or were forced to leave your home, you would understand. And in some places, you may not be able to return. It's that type of feeling. The thing is, you carry a cellular memory, like an imprint of your home at a soul level, and you feel that. And it's like a longingness to reconnect and go to a place where you feel safe. So I feel like in November, you're really being called to find that inner emotional safety, stabilization within yourself, through your spiritual practices, through your emotions, your vulnerability, and not outside of you, because you're not going to find it. Especially on earth, you won't find it in a place. It's all going to be within. But I feel like soul members are coming. Okay, let's see what other messages the universe has for you, my Pisces. What else do my Pisces need to know for November? Okay, we got a few oh wow, we got quite a few flippers. Look what we have at the bottom of the deck. 12th house, your ruling house. Interesting, huh? Okay, we got your ruling planet came out. Neptune, dreams, imagination, memories, the subconscious, self-sacrifice, ideals, universal love, visions, meditation, spirituality, compassion, empathy, fantasies, escapism, the ether, enchantment, confusion, veils, and magic. We also got 9th house, seeking. Also another house of spirituality. foreign travel, adventure, higher education, customs, faith, beliefs, pilgrimages, spiritual quests, aspirations, journalism, religion, gurus, and risk-taking. We have 8th house. Shit, a lot of, there's like an expansion here of like a spiritual redefining in November for you all. 8th house, intimacy, investments, intensity, contracts, sex, erotic capital, secrets, mysteries, obsessions, inheritance, kundalini energy, stalking the underworld. Some of you may have your Neptune in the 8th or 9th house, or may have major planetary placements in the 8th or 9th house. Finally, we have Libra, the idealist, harmonious, cooperative, balanced, socially aware, artistic, people-pleasing, fair, idealistic, aesthetic, choosy, aspirational, geometric, graceful, considerate, obliging, indecisive, judgmental, and flattering. So you may have your Libra in the 9th house or the 8th house. Your Neptune may be in Libra. A lot of, to me, I feel like you are literally on a quest, on a journey, because here we have longing for home. 9th house is ruled by Sag, right? And Jupiter. But we have the 9th and 8th house, and I feel like there's a longing to reconnect. So there's obviously a greater need for intimacy, but also it's like you're on a voyage, but it's like a never-ending voyage, because you're looking for a place to connect when it's really in here. And so I feel like November, you're going to be redefining your spiritual values, your beliefs, what it means to connect, to be intimate with yourself and with others, and to find home. I feel like a lot of glimpses you have and the recollections you have of your home, they do happen in dreams. You more than likely have very vivid dreams. Perhaps you're clairvoyant as well. I feel like you have very vivid dreams. Memories come back. But there's also a need, especially with the Libra energy, of balancing this, because yes, you probably, since we have this, had life experiences, at least in this one starseed planet, right? Mintaka. But you're also being asked to ground yourself too, with your spiritual metaphysical quests, world longing, and where you are now, because you have a purpose here to bring and to connect, right? You have original light workers. Like light workers are here to bring all the beautiful attributes that you had housed and that you cultivated and carried in your early, I'll say, past lives and previous incarnations. So you're here to bring that into this earthly incarnation. Some of you are very much idealists. We have dreams, dreamers, idealists. I get very creative energies. You're very unique. You bring a lot of innovative energy into this world, very different. I feel like there's no other people like you. Okay, let's grab some more before we get into the tarot and see what else. Well, we are in the season of Scorpio, right? 8th house, and we just had an eclipse at the time of this recording. The eclipse happened earlier during the day. And so a lot of 8th house issues are coming up, you know, shared resources, power, sex, intimacy, vulnerability. So I'm not surprised to see them here. It's like giving greater meaning to where we are right now. What other messages does the universe have for my Scorpios, please? Ooh, I called you guys Scorpios. For my Pisces, please. Some of you may have Scorpio in your chart, like major Scorpio placements, or it could be one of your personal placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Venus, Mars, your North Node, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio or embodying Scorpio energy. We got fogged in, go slow, take your time. Yeah, there's something that's clouding your vision. I feel like there's something you want to see, because there's a lot of energy of trying to find something, like going on a quest, whether it's a metaphysical or spiritual quest in your subconscious, right? Or literally, like on this earth, travel. But I feel like this is going to be revealed little by little. That sense of belonging you're yearning for and you're looking for, it starts within you. And I feel like you're going to start getting a clearer picture of what that looks like for you, how that's going to unfold, what it means, and how you can start capitalizing on it. In other words, how you can start embracing it, nurturing it within yourself, so that when you feel that connection within yourself, it's going to help call that in with others. I'm getting a strong sense of community, of groups, of people coming into your bubble very soon. We even see that here. There's like a whole, I don't know what they call them, a whole slew of people. We've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people on this boat. So again, I feel like the call is in, but right now things are still developing, things are still working their way, right? We're still in that in-between time. And when it's foggy, we don't see things clearly, right? So be careful, because one shadow aspect of Pisces is to romanticize and see things not for how they are, but for how you want them to be. So there's a big, strong alarm here of discernment and of always tapping into your intuition and not letting yourself be taken by surprise. In other words, not letting anyone pull a fast one on you. Always stay grounded within yourself. That's why it's important to have both feet here, not just having a foot in or out, because it could cause you to experience a sense of imbalance. Okay, we're going to tap into the self-love oracle, see what else you need to know. I feel like some of you at this time, many of you, the ones I'm tapping in, are single or on a single solo journey of rediscovery, because I feel the strong energy of just rediscovering who you are right now. Many of you may have recently shifted gears in your life, changed course in some way, because I feel like there's a newness here of knowing, of getting to know who you are, what you like, especially when it comes to love, how you love yourself, relationships. We got 7th house energy, well, Libras, right? It's about partnerships, harmony, balance. And 8th house is intimacy. It's about Scorpio energy. It's really getting to know someone below the surface. So I feel like you're really tapping into who you are and getting to know yourself. And in turn, you're able to, or you will be, if you haven't already, you're going to be able to do that for others as well. What messages does the universe have, please, for my Pisces? Okay, thank you. We have forgive and release, 29, which is 11. When we carry love and forgiveness, we are stronger. We can keep our lessons learned without holding on to past hurts. I'm getting a lot of past life energy with you all. I feel like this comes from the past, whether from childhood, even past incarnations or past life here on Earth or in other, we'll just say planets, celestial bodies. Some of you may carry some wounding, and you may be getting messages through your dream states, especially with the 8th house. You may be getting a lot of shadow aspects being reflected to you in relationships at this time. Perhaps that's why we have fogged in. There's a time here of like a respite, like a pause, if you will, of, okay, let's assess, let's see what's going on, what's happening, and how we can release this. Because sometimes when we have certain blockages and we're looking for something in particular, like connection, a friend group, a romance, we can unwillingly attract people that are very much wounded at what we are trying to recover from, heal from, if you will, right? And so if we're trying to heal from, codependency or people pleasing, if we still haven't reached a level where we can assert ourselves and put I before we can subconsciously still attract people. So I feel like you're being guided divinely by the universe right now to stay isolated. Again, some of you may have been on this journey for a while of I'm getting isolated, like hermit mode, because your crew is coming. I heard crew. I'm like, okay, your crew is coming in. So there's a need to continue working on yourself, releasing, because Scorpio season right now is very much, this 8th house is about purging, releasing anything that needs to be integrated, healed, come up for acknowledgement so that you don't bring it into this next chapter of your life. And again, you're being guided here, and also tap into your intuition because it's coming up as well. You're getting messages. Let's take a look at some tarot and see what other messages we can get for you all for November. Okay, what else do my Pisces need to know for November? I have a strong need to call you Scorpios, so I feel like there's heavy Scorpio energy around you. What else do my Pisces need to know, please, for November? What messages, what does the universe want my Pisces to know? Okay. At the bottom, we got the Hermit, what you don't know or see coming. So again, some of you are already in this energy. I strongly feel that, especially with the Mintonkan energy. I feel like many of you are already in the Hermit. And again, there's a need for reflection. Do you see the light, the lantern? There's a need to tap into your inner wisdom for some solace, some quiet time, some reflection. And look, we got the turtle. Go slow, take time. Are these all synchronistic? Some of you may relate to the turtle. Okay. We got the Ace of Discs, Ace of Pentacles, Taurus energy. King of Cups. We got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio as well. 3 of Cups, more water. Queen of Wands, Leo energy. 5 of Wands, fire. And 10 of Cups, Capricorn. Ooh, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I said Capricorn. You may have an important Capricorn placement or major placements in Cap, or have an energy around you. There is a new, I feel, emotional opportunity coming, and I almost want to say a new door is opening when it comes to your relationships. A lot of Cup energy. I feel like there's going to be massive opportunities. Like, again, I'm getting like a door, like someone holding the door, and all your soul members are coming in, and they're like, hey, what's up? Look at this. I feel like a lot of soul partners are coming in. This is your next level of not just emotional and physical stability, but this is a new opportunity and almost like a blessing I'm hearing, like a gift. It's incredibly emotionally fulfilling, because I feel like this is what you're looking for, people to connect with, people that get you. And some of you may already be in this energy where you have recently connected with those that resonate with you, that just get you, where you guys have similar, it could be likes, dislikes, interests, topics, themes to discuss, backgrounds perhaps. There's an element here of camaraderie, of joy, of connection, of community, but it's very nurturing. It's just, you feel understood. I feel like you will feel understood, loved, accepted. There's something here, again, with the Pentacle energy. It could be in your work environment, in training, in school. You're going to meet someone. I feel more than one, actually, especially with the King of Cups and 3 of Cups. And it's really going to make you just feel very heart-centered, very happy, very joyful, very loved. We got the Queen of Wands, a Five of Wands, 10 of Cups. So I feel like you're moving away from shit, from drama, leaving behind anything that has caused chaos. I feel like your energy is very peaceful, actually, perhaps because of this energy of rediscovery of yourself, of spending time with yourself, introspecting. But I also feel like you've taken on this Leo energy, and it's like, again, you're focused on nurturing and tending to your inner child, to what brings you joy, finding that, reconnecting to that, but also being very assertive, loving as well, because the Queen of Wands is someone who's very loving, who's playful, charismatic, flirty as well. But I feel like you're not entertaining any drama, any conflict in your area. You're moving away from that. You want total emotional fulfillment. So when it comes, again, to relationships, I feel like you've taken a stand and have potentially disconnected to folks that just brought you turbulence in your life. But again, I'm getting the energy, your soul family is coming in. Got beautiful cup energy here. I feel like you have literally bossed up and you realize your value and your worth here, especially with the Eight of Discs, King of Cups, and Queen of Wands. There's a passionate ferocity here, right? You're kind, you're loving, you're passionate, but you're not a fool. And anyone that tries to take advantage, because I feel like there were people around you that may have taken advantage of you, that may have used you, that may have just wanted to cause shit in your life, like drama. These people may have just engaged in very trivial, immature behaviors. Maybe they weren't, doing their own growth or development, or they didn't prioritize that. And I feel like there was a disconnect here. We're going to take a look at some shadow aspects to be aware of, what you need to release, because we do have the forgive and release card. So you could be maybe holding on to some past pain or resentment or hurts. I get, especially when it comes to some people. Okay. What do my Pisces need to be aware of for November? What do they need to release? Okay. We have anger and chains. 29, which is 11. Look at this. You got 29. So some of you are seeing, here's the 29 down here and 29 up here. Up here. Some of you are seeing 29 or 11s. 11, 11 here. Forgive and release. There's something where you may have felt bonded, chained, restricted in some way. I feel like some of you may be releasing this because we have love and forgiveness. So, and especially here with the Five of Wands and 10 of Cups. This speaks of family, of unity, those loved ones close to you. So there may have been in the past, again, take it as it resonates, past or present. It could be ongoing, that you may have had some type of conflict, disagreement, separation, hurt with those that were closest to you. It could be a partner, friends, family, people that are meaningful. I feel like it's more than one. And I feel like there's work that's still being done to forgive these people or groups of people. Because I sense there's, I feel like there's some stuff you want to say and express. I feel like there's still things that you want to let these people know. I got like a ball, like a knot in my throat. I feel like there's a lot still that needs to be expressed. There's a lot repressed that needs to come up for expression. Yeah, I feel like you may have felt bonded, stuck, trapped, like restricted, I'm getting. And I feel like growing up, and you may have been contained in some way, like held back from really pursuing who you were. It's almost like squashing. Who got this? There was one sign that got this. Maybe Taurus. I don't remember. It's almost like when you're little and you're like, I'm going to be an artist, and you have family that are completely opposite of that energy. They like stop that creative flow. They don't nurture it. They tell you, no, you have to become a lawyer or something very different. It's like that type of energy of being contained, squashed, and dimmed. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like a lot of repressed anger may have been coming up, and especially now during Scorpio season, it may be coming up, and you may be realizing like, whoa, I still have some stuff to release. Let's take a look at a little bit more information. Okay, anger and chains. I got to break free. I want to break free. I got that song by Queen. I want to break free. I'm not gonna even sing it. I was about to. I want to break free. Look that up. There may be something in the lyrics for you. Anger is not the road to clarity. It's not a controlled effort or a cold dish. It is raw, primal, explosive. It is the loss of reason, the loss of restraint. A bomb burning in black color. A wax seal carefully crafted to be immediately broken. But anger is also freedom. It's like a volcano I'm getting. When you release it, you feel so good. You feel free for finally being able to voice and express your truth. How can you break a single thread woven with a million others? How can you unfetter yourself from a bad situation, letting all the rest unchanged? It doesn't work like that. When you need to break free, you need to shake and shout, and more things will be broken than just what you want to hurt. They are like a bundle. You can target, but you cannot choose. Break many to break one. Save one to save many. So you're being asked to acknowledge the shadow aspect of anger, especially with the energy. Pisces, I tend to get very gentle, peaceful energy. And you know, this is a broad generalization because it also depends on other planets, aspects, placements in your chart, right? But every Pisces I have met, they've always been very gentle, very calm, peaceful energy. And I feel like you may deal and struggle with how to express your anger because you may have actually not been allowed to express yourself. Anger, conflict, because we have that here. And I feel like many of you do not like that. We have the Libra energy. Some of you may have your Mercury in Libra, Venus or Mars in Libra. You may prefer or may have dealt with codependency and people pleasing just to avoid conflict. And perhaps with communication, if you had your Mercury in Libra, you may have tried to placate the situation instead of fleeing or freezing. You fawned, people pleasing. But I feel like with the Queen of Wands, it's saying like no effing more. So you're being asked to acknowledge this. What do you feel? I mean, if you feel anger, it's okay to release it. It's okay to feel angry. Angry means that something within you, you felt violated or hurt, or there's pain underneath that. Explore it. You're being called to explore it this month because I feel like it's tied to the forgive and release. We got 33 earlier. You're being called to really unlock yourself because the only way you are going to unchain yourself from this is by finally allowing yourself to feel anger and to express it, whether that means getting a pillow and like shredding it with a knife carefully, punching the pillow, or doing something to express your anger in a positive and healthy way. Because anger is a healthy sign of emotional expression. It's how we do it, right? That matters. But everyone gets angry. Okay, let's grab some oracle and see what other messages the universe wants you all to know for November. I always suggest journaling with any shadow aspects that come up, especially emotions. When you feel triggered, it really helps you to start getting to the root and why you feel angry. And just keep asking why. Like, okay, I feel angry. And, you know, explore the situation. What made me feel angry? Who was involved? Why did I feel angry? Yes, this person said something and I didn't get a chance to express myself, and I feel angry because I was not able to say what I wanted to. You know, keep going down, and this is what it's all about with shadow work. And again, I'm taking a very simplistic shortcut here because the focus of this video is not on the shadow work, but I wanted to include this here. It's really about integrating and accepting yourself. Hey, my Pisces, my apologies for the interruption, but I really wanted to say with shadow work, it's simply important to acknowledge. It's not something to be ashamed of, because so many folks, when something comes up that they're triggered and they examine a shadow trait of theirs, something subconscious, quote unquote, dark. Whether it's judgment, perfection, shame, procrastination, whatever it is, people tend to spiral into shame, thinking that, oh no, I'm not going to be like this, that's not me. But everyone deals with these aspects. We're not all positive, honky-dory, go-lucky beings on Earth. Humans are very complex, multi-layered, multi-tiered individuals, right? And we came to learn many lessons as souls in this planet, in this life. So again, with anger, it's really just about unpacking it, because anger is a big clue that, hey, something's off. Okay, the other oracle cards that we got, negativity. Let go of the pessimistic attitude. It's getting old. Think of something positive right now. Shift your thinking. And again, whenever you're healing, this is common. It's really easy when we're still in the midst of healing, or when we have repressed anger, repressed emotions. We're not going to be thinking and saying positive affirmations. So this is simply an acknowledgement. If we are thinking negatively, consistently, there's something to explore there. Why is our mindset this way? What is causing us to feel this way or to think this way? Right? It's just about unpacking all these things. Because when we think of why we're negative, a lot of times it has to do with our environment, the people around us. There's some disconnection or misalignment. We're not in the right career or job. We're not happy with something in our life. And it's about pinpointing it and simply making a plan, excuse me, to change it. Finally, we have greed. You are too attached to things in an excessive way. Nothing good comes out of it. So we have release here too, some of you, and we got 8th house, which is all about letting go. So some of you, especially since we had the eclipse in Taurus in the 8th house, so some of you may be overly attached to physical things. I feel like it could be people as well. Most people think of material goods. You will know, because it's going to vary for every Pisces person. So this is simply about detaching, because if you're wanting, you may be trying to fill a void of love, of acknowledgement, and that's something to explore as well. So it's all about balance here. Okay, let's grab 2 more oracles and we will wrap up this reading for you all. Lots of really good tidbits. What else does the universe want my Pisces to know, please, for November? We got success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Perhaps defining what success means to you, especially where you are right now in this life. Because I feel like for a lot of you, it is beyond this world. I feel like many of you are looking for a greater depth, a greater meaning, connecting to the world around you, to people, to spirit, to energies. It's in your, I feel like your vision of success will differ from maybe what you have always followed or the norms that were set for you. Look what we have at the bottom. I am a being of love and I release all negative energy. Peace. We will get final message from the archangels for you all. Okay. What message or messages do the archangels have, please, for my Pisces? We got one. Archangel Lavender, prepare for soul healing. Forgive and release everyone. Holy shit. You got this twice. Read this. I'm making sure it's on the camera. Okay. Do you see that? There is major heavy duty releasing. I feel like with the eclipse energies and with Scorpio vacuuming everyone out, vacuuming all the shit out, literally. I feel like by the end of the year, by 2022, and definitely into next year, you're gonna be super transformed. I'm thinking if I said that right. Some of you, the pain has been in the action, in the part of holding on to things, holding on to past wounds, resentments. It's like playing over situations. That was the bondage we felt here, the anger. Some of you have been holding on to past hurts, especially by people, for so long. that it hurt you more than it helped you. I feel like this had to do, a lot of this healing is about people close to you, family, friends, maybe a romantic partner, where you just felt tied, and many of you may have separated, may have gone on a solo journey. Look at this. There's a sense of freedom that's coming here. We have at the bottom of the deck, Lady Gaia. Your challenges are lessons. You are loved and welcome on Earth. I feel like this is the perfect message for you all. You are welcome on Earth, because I feel like many of you don't identify here on Earth. Wow, I got chills. This is really powerful. There's a sense of freedom that's going to come. I feel like November, and again, everyone's on different timelines, so this is obviously going to evolve and continue, because healing, I wish there was a 30-day expiration date and we were healed and we were done. But I feel like you are going to be undergoing massive internal healing, and it's going to bring so much freedom, so much joy, self-love, peace, and success. Because look at this. You're going to finally realize what love means, what loving yourself means, and also with others. Because again, we have Libra energy here. My Pisces, I hope this reading has helped. If it resonated, comment down below, let me know what's going on. Otherwise, I would love it if you could support me. If anything resonated or you got any golden nuggets out of this, like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it, subscribe so that others can also benefit and see this message. Otherwise, I'm wishing you a beautiful, healing, I hope, peaceful and very connected month of November. And I will see you soon. Take care.